Alright, so first up here is the stock image of the 1965 Washington quarter. You can see that this is the mintage for the no mint mark quarter, meaning that it was produced in Philadelphia. Now you can see that they produced over 1.8 billion of these quarters. So how in the world could one be valuable? And that is exactly what we're going to answer. Well, first let's look at a couple errors here. This coin is not extremely valuable, but we're going to look at valuable and non-valuable and look at the difference here in just a minute. But this is actually just an error coin on the 1965 quarter. Now it is off center. You can see that most noticeably to the top right of the coin, and then we see that there at the bottom right, of course, there on the reverse of the coin. Now this quarter only sold for over $15, so not worth really getting graded. Probably cost you more than that to get it graded, but still an awesome coin if you do find an off-center in circulation or when you're coin roll hunting to add to your coin collection. Now this next one is extremely off-center. It's a 1965 quarter that's been struck 35% off-center, and you can see that clearly in the images displayed. Now something like this is going to be much more valuable and more sought after by coin collectors. Now this quarter here sold for over $250. Moving right along to a 1965 Washington quarter that was struck on a nickel planchet. Now this will make the coin extremely valuable, and it also is graded at a mint state 63, so that will give it some value as well. Now if we look at these images of this 1965, you can see there at the top of the coin that Liberty is getting cut off. The design of the quarter can't fit on this planchet because it was struck on a nickel planchet. Now you can see that they're taking place at the bottom of the quarter on the reverse as well, and that is what's going to give this coin value. It's a high graded coin. It has that error. Now if you guys want to know if your coin's been struck on a 5-cent planchet, just weigh it. You can weigh it. A nickel weighs 5 grams. A 1965 quarter would weigh 5.67 grams. But again, you can also tell just by the design of the quarter when it's being struck. It looks like it's being struck off center. However, it was actually struck on a nickel. So always be on the lookout for that. This coin sold for over $5,000. $5,000 quarter. Alright, another thing that's going to make a 1965 quarter valuable is if it just has an extremely high grade. These are very hard to come by, guys. If you find a 1965 quarter in your pocket change, it's most likely only going to be worth 25 cents unless it has any type of errors or high grades. Now high grades, you're probably not going to find in pocket change because the coins are most likely circulated, scratched up, and they're only going to be worth face value. However, this coin here is graded at a mint state 67. The grading scale only goes up to 70, so it's an extremely high grade. Now that is what makes the coin valuable, and that's why this quarter sold for over $2,500. Now let's move on to the error that we've all been waiting for. Now this is an extremely valuable coin. Now these next two coins are extremely valuable coins, and I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. So this is a 1965 Washington quarter that sold for over $5,400, and I'm going to show you why in just one second. Now this quarter doesn't have a high grade. It's graded at an extra fine 45. It's been struck on a silver 25-cent planchet. So you guys know in 1964 they stopped producing silver quarters. 1965 were clad quarters. They were non-silver. So if you found a 1965 that's actually silver, you're talking some big money. Now here's the 1964 silver quarter. It weighs 6.25 grams, and you can see that the 1965 non-silver is supposed to weigh 5.67 grams. So if you guys want to weigh your coins, you can get a coin scale on couchcollectibles.com. Links down in the description of every single video. But anyways, that is what makes the coin valuable. It's been struck on a silver planchet. It wasn't supposed to be silver because it was made in 1965. Now this coin here sold for over $5,400. Now this next coin here is also a 1965 that has been struck on a silver planchet, and this coin here sold for over $7,200. So always be on the lookout for those guys. Very simple to look for. You just put your 1965s on the scale, weigh them. Now the weight could vary based on if the coins really wore out or not. However, you should be able to tell the difference between a 6.25 gram coin and a 5.67 gram coin. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle if you guys are new. Check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.